Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Beginning in 2016, voters in Anaheim will have a new way of electing their representatives on City Council. They approved a Measure L and Measure M, during the November election. And with us now to explain about this is Anaheim Mayor Tom Tait. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Leslie. Good to be here.
Now, one was districting, and the other measure was adding 2 additional council members. Explain
Correct.
first what districting is.
What districting is, that was passed, as you mentioned, 70% of the voters, Measure L on November 4th. Districting is where you have the city divided into specific districts, and people in those districts vote for their council member solely. So currently it's at large, where everybody votes for each council member. So you have 350,000 people basically represented by each council member. So
you can have people from any part of the city voting for any of the candidates.
Exactly.
But that is going to change.
Yeah.
In addition, there are going to be 2 more council members.
Correct. That was Measure M. So currently there's 4 council members. This will increase the number to 6. And that coupled with Measure L, the districting, so now we'll have 6 districts in the city, each with about roughly 50,000 people, which is a good manageable district. So now that district will have a council member looking after their needs, as also with the needs of the entire city. So what it does is it brings the government closer to the people. And that's why I think the people in Anaheim understood it's important. It's something that I've been backing for a long time. And it passed by 70%. I think
it was a contentious issue between the candidates going into the election, but 70% of the voters, that does make a clear comment. Now, you mentioned that this will bring the representatives closer to the people. What other effects do you expect this to have on the city of Anaheim?
Well, I think it brings the representation closer to the neighborhoods and moves it out from City Hall, from special interest groups. Money is not as important in a race. I mean, if you think, I think there's something like, well over $1.5 million spent on this last council race. If you have 6 districts, divide that number by 6 is what will be spent. And it also allows somebody who comes from that district a better shot, a regular person, a better shot of getting elected, as opposed to having to somehow raise money to send their message to 350,000 people. Now the message needs to be sent to 50,000 people. And you could do that by walking precincts and knowing people on an individual basis.
It might even change the way that issues are brought up, because the specific issues of the 6 different districts will be dealt with. But what effect will that have? Because that's just one voice diluted 6 ways.
Sure. And of course, that council person in that district is going to have to work with the rest of the council members, because one vote still won't get you anything. You might want a certain street paved in your district, but if you can't work with everyone else to do what's best for the city, you're not going to be very effective. So it will change the way, fundamentally, that council members, I think, look at their city. And for example, West Anaheim, you have an area west of Euclid, 120,000 people. The last 20 years, there's only been one person who's lived in that district, and and that area needs attention. And I think when you have a council member representing West Anaheim, that will help in bringing the needs of the people to the council.
Yeah, maybe at least better define the issues so the council can look at them. We'll certainly see.
Yes, yeah, we'll see
in the time to come.
Yes,
Tom Tait, Mayor of Anaheim, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you,
and
Leslie.
so glad you could join us. I'm Leslie Leyton.